Hey, legends, Fraser Brooks here, coming to you today from Paris. Very, very, very hot Paris, 32 degrees in Paris, which although I'm used to Dubai, it is crazy, crazy hot here in Europe. And I'm here with my amazing friend, Sandro Cazzato. How are you?
I'm good, Fraser. I also feel the heat, but I'm very
hot, right?
good. It's hot, it's hot.
So we're actually here. We got an amazing event coming up this weekend. Kind of starts today. But then Saturday and Sunday, 3,000, you got 3,000 people in the Palais de Congrès. Exactly. We'll see how many turn up, right? You know, it's always difficult. People have different challenges, last minute come. So I'm really excited. So mate, last time we spoke, it's on YouTube. It's actually one of the biggest YouTube interviews that I've done, the one that we did with you, because the title was like a 36,000 team in 22 months. And I had so many leaders, company owners, corporate members reach out and be like, is this true? Like, was he in network marketing before? And I was like, watch the video. They just couldn't believe it, couldn't believe it. So before we get started, if you're able to share, it's now been 32 months, nearly 3 years.
Yeah,
coming up to 3 years.
December 2020.
Right, so 33, just under 33 months, 32 and a half months. How many people are in the team now?
89,000 people.
He told me before, and I was almost crying of laughter. It's more than doubled. It's coming close to tripled in. But by the time 12 months is up, it's close.
Yep.
You're a beast. So it's like, yeah, there we go. So, mate, I'm proud of you. Like it's amazing, especially in Europe now. You know, the Americans usually have all the fun with all the team growth and all that fun stuff. But it's so great to see you, as there are a bunch of other people who are just crushing it. So where did it all begin? Like, where did you, and I know we've shared this in a previous interview before, but where did the story start? What were you doing before network marketing? How did you find network marketing?
So to start from the last question, I didn't find network marketing. Network marketing found me.
Right.
Okay. Before I started with this adventure, I was an entrepreneur in the IT industry. I was offering services to Swiss banks and insurance company with my company, consulting company. We were providing very skilled resources, project managers, requirements engineers, developers. And to be honest with you, I was pretty energetic when I started this journey because I had a vision that got lost over the time. Okay, she got lost, the vision, and I was just working for money. I didn't feel fulfilled anymore. I woke up in the morning asking myself, is it really what I want to do until the end of my days? And during COVID, I felt this even more because I had more time to ask myself these very, very, very honest questions. And I reached a point that I said, no, I don't want to do this. But I didn't have an option. I was in this, I don't like to call it comfort zone, but I was in this environment where I felt comfortable financially, also from the skill set that I had back then. And it was okay, but I don't like okay. That's the thing. Right. So I was fighting against myself. And one day, a lady, which is a friend of mine, came and was showing me products. And in the same sentence, she asked me if I wanted to go and sell perfumes.
That was the question. Do you want to go and sell perfumes?
Yeah, she said, you see these products, you can go and sell them if you want.
What was your immediate answer? Because my dad, as I was sharing with you, my dad started by selling perfumes.
Okay.
And he used to say it was the only time that he could come back home to his wife, my mum, and was smelling a perfume, and she said, did you have a good night? Like, instead of, right? Like, so, and he always thought, like, am I being weird being a guy selling perfumes? What was your kind of thought process? Because you're an entrepreneur, right? Yeah. So you probably think a little bit different to like the average guy who's like, I can't sell perfumes, that's a woman's business, blah, 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 blah. Like, how was your thinking? Like, what made you kind of go, okay, actually, I see this?
I didn't see it.
Right.
In the first place, I didn't see it. I told her, Samantha, like this, you know, Samantha, what do you want me to go and sell perfumes? I mean, look at me. I told her, it's not, it doesn't work. I was, you know, in IT consulting and financial industry, you're wearing the entire day a suit. You're always like tip top, you know what I mean? So the fact that I had to go now, and maybe I even imagined, you know, door to door business. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I told her, listen, okay, I'm gonna do this favor. I buy from you, and that's it.
That's it. You fell in love with the product, the smell, the idea, the concept.
When I received the product, I couldn't believe the quality.
Yeah.
You know, it was, and then what did I pay for it? I checked what I paid. I said, this is
So your business mind took over, and you were like, hang on a minute. People would buy it for this. I can buy it and sell it for this. Obviously, people are going to want to buy from me.
Yeah, that's it.
The exact same thing my dad said to me.
So she planted this seed here, and when I got the product, the seed started to shot out of the ground and started growing. But the thing is, she never mentioned network marketing.
She led with the product with you.
Okay, so I was convinced that I'm gonna call the company, I'm gonna receive like exclusivity over the product for my countries, for the German-speaking part of Europe. And I started testing the product in my environment. And the feedbacks were amazing, you know. What is it? Is this our price that we are paying? So this was the feeling. And I said, yeah. So, okay, then got me this, and for my brother this, and for my mother this. And I said, wow, it's working. I was able to sell 100 perfumes in 3 weeks. Yeah. And you know what's the best? I didn't even have the testers with me. I just had the lists with the price lists. And the thing is, they believed me. They knew, okay, Sandro never tried to sell us anything, so if he's coming now, it might be a good thing. And trust, and I was able to sell.
You know, it's amazing. There's a great acronym in network marketing that I kind of come up with. Well, you know, when you have the shower moments, I call them shower moments. You either have the moment in the shower, or you have the moment when you're driving. Where it's something just, wow, right? So I had this moment where, and I wrote it on the shower like glass, FAR, far, right? In order for you to go far, you've got to create, the feeling, the activity, and that creates the results. And too many people focus on the result and they don't do the activity because the result's not coming fast enough, and then they feel bad. They get it the wrong way around. Whereas you've just got 100 feeling points where you've gone, yes, 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 yeah. Imagine having 100 moments in your business in 3 weeks, in like 20 days, that's 5 a day, where you're going, come on, get in, yes, vamos, whatever you're gonna say and however you express it. That's one of the keys to success in network marketing, the feeling. So what makes you feel good, and how can you get a result that makes you feel good as well? So obviously the 100 perfumes in 3 weeks, amazing. But those 100 perfumes is different to 89,000 people in the team, 3,000 are coming from all over Europe to Paris. The business is not huge in Paris, right? It's mainly outside of France is where it's...
So it's fair to say that 11,000 of these 90,000 approximately are in France and Belgium, so it's French speaking. But yes, the people who are coming today comes from outside, more from other countries than from
which
France.
Is incredible, incredible. They also say that for every one person you get inside of a room at a big event will be worth about $1,000 a year to you. However, when you get when you get them travel across country, it's worth significantly more as well. So that's really exciting. So what is it that I know you're really big on like personalities, right? What kind of personality test or types do you follow? Because I believe in network marketing. We're all different. We're all the same in terms of 2 arms, 2 eyes, and all that. But if we're blessed enough to have that, but we're different in a way that certain things move us. So I'm introverted, but when I'm in this situation, I'm extroverted. I'm also very like driven, but I love people. I'm not analytical and like fun. I like having fun, but I wouldn't say no to something that's productive to do something fun. It's just not my personality. What is it that you follow? What is it that you teach when it comes to personalities?
So over the years, I got introduced to a system called structogram. It's three color based. The thing is that we all have all the three just in different proportions. Okay, so there is always a dominant. Okay, like in your case, I feel that your dominant is green because you love the people, the way how you talk, how you say things, knowing you also a bit the fact that you are very willing to help people.
Yeah.
This is makes you very green, for example. Okay, I'm half of the structogram. I'm more than half. I'm blue. That means I'm very analytical.
First IT background.
Okay, more distanced in the beginning, especially. I let in people, but when I let them in, it's like forever. You know, it's like, and this they tell me this is the reason why I manage the things quite well. The two weaker parts are equal. So I decide in real time if it's time to take out more green or more red, which is like the more shark.
Shark.
You know, it's So and the fact that I understood this about myself, it made me also understand why I wasn't happy anymore in my previous business.
Right.
And the lamp went on, and from this day, I mean, I was already very driven, very convinced, but this is like I got really a superpower because I knew where I came from. And by telling my story, I had so many entrepreneurs identifying themselves with this story that they said, okay, why am I still doing this? Why? I don't feel fulfilled anymore. And in my case, you know, this system docks at our three needs that we have. The first need is we want to invest less energy than the energy we are getting back. Today it's not like this. You work 10 hours, 12 hours and get paid for a salary that you ask yourself, why am I doing this, right? The same thing is also with getting rewarded or getting recognition. When did your boss come to you the last time? I would say on your shoulder and telling you, hey, you did a good job. It's not normal. No. So people don't feel fulfilled in need number one. So this could be a reason. The other reason is positive environment. We love to be in a positive environment. We hate negativity. And what if this negativity is in your house? What if you have someone who always tries to hold you back? What if you have friends telling you you won't succeed? Wow, what do you think? You're going to be successful with network marketing? They laugh at us when we tell them that we might become millionaire in a few days. Not in a few days, in a few years. But still, you know, this is... and the third one, this was my one. We want a project that makes us feel fulfilled.
It's true.
Okay, auto-realization. I think this is something... I remember the guy who introduced me to this. He said, if you know the Maslow pyramid?
Yeah.
He said,
I love pyramids.
After 10 minutes that he was talking with me, he said, you know the Maslow pyramid? I see you standing on top of the Maslow pyramid doing like this. Because he felt that I was craving for auto-realization because I had something in me that... And that was the thing. So I didn't feel my previous business anymore because I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have a vision. I didn't feel it mine. Maybe because IT was never my thing. You know, this is... And with network marketing, I found it.
So a question then. So you have two sons.
Yeah.
Two sons. What are their names?
Giuliano is the big one, and George is the little one.
And 9 and...
9 and 3.5.
3.5, amazing.
Yeah.
So when you were the entrepreneur doing the IT... The IT consulting and like you were selling to banks, did they see you doing that? Were you working in an office? Were you working from home?
So Giuliano saw me going to the office and also being at home because, of course, smart working, you can also work from home. It's not a problem. You need a laptop and be connected.
You're always with the suit and tie, right? You always...
Yes.
So we always saw you like suit and tie, going here, coming back. And now he sees you working from home, going to different cities around the world, like an international spy. Is he curious? I know the 3.5-year-old maybe coming to the age where they're aware of it. Is he aware? Is he like, what's daddy do? Like, is daddy a drug dealer? Is he an international spy? Like, is he curious about it?
He is. I must tell you that he also came to the big event last year.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm going to tell you this later, but it was a very emotional moment for me also during this event. But for now, I also feel that he needs me a lot, and I cannot give him what he needs from me. You know, this is this internal conflict that I have right now.
Yeah.
So he knows that I go for work. He also knows where I'm going because he experienced me in this kind of context and environment. And yeah, I think he's also a bit proud of me. But if I need to put this on a scale, you know, I'm not there. Okay, this is right now. But yes, he's very curious. He wants to know. He asks me. So
the only reason why I say you said 9. So when I was 9, I had a real problem. I had a problem, but I put it on to my dad. It's like, Dad, you're never here. We're not playing football together. We're not going on bike rides together. We're not going on holiday with each other. You always say you have all this time to do all this stuff, but it's never for me. It wasn't till I was 18 that all the sirens went off. All the lights was flashing of like, he was doing everything for me. Every sacrifice, every trip, every event wasn't for him. He liked it. He enjoyed it a little bit, but he enjoyed me and my brother more. And the reason why I said I'm curious, because I actually was not allowing myself to be curious about what he did, because I was like, oh, he loves the business more than he loves me. But as soon as he involved me in the dream, like the family dream, not his dream, like the family dream. And as soon as I went to more of the events, as soon as I became family friends with the leaders in the team, I started to understand everything. Okay. And this is why I asked this, because this is what would be the next stage to just involve, because he will fall in love with it, and he'll fall in love with you even more, especially when he realizes the power of love from an adult perspective. It all changes. You know?
I appreciate that you told me this, because I don't have anyone holding me back.
Yeah.
But sometimes I find myself holding me back myself, you know, because of these thoughts and knowing your story now.
I will tell you more. I will hear your story more on stage. We'll leave that for the guys in the event, and you will hear mine as well. And I think you will. I share it from the kids' perspective, right? Which you might need to hear. Yeah. So you mentioned vision a few times. One thing I love when I think of vision in network marketing, I think of you, because you've kind of made it more visual, like, because vision and visual is very simple. You've kind of made it more clear for people to understand, because if you sit down with the average person and say, hey, what's your vision? They'll go, huh? I always say, like, the turtle never understands the giraffe's decision. The turtle can only see the weekend. Like, I need beer money to then go to this pub and then drink this beer and Moretti and whatever for how long, and then I'll finish with a pizza and then I'll start the cycle again. Whereas a giraffe is so high up that it can see for years and years and years. But you have this concept where you talk about to the moon.
Exactly.
And everything you have you've got the moon in the background, you've got the moon on your graphics. It's like to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. So much so that I made a moon reference on a team call of yours not so long ago. And it felt like the entire 89,000 team, right? It felt like that, had messaged me going, I love the moon reference, the moon, 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 moon. And they're triggered by this moon reference.
Goosebumps.
Right, you got goosebumps, right? Yeah, because you create this vision. How important has that been, like you creating the vision for where everyone's going versus you saying, hey, Sandro, what's your vision? Let's focus on your vision. Like, how important has that separation been for the growth? Because this growth is not normal. It's unicorn-like. It's not even unicorn-like. It's the whatever comes above the rareness of a unicorn. So what's been that difference?
I mean, it's quite funny that it comes from someone who liked a lot to be alone, who is very introverted, who has a very small circle. But the saying that alone we can go somewhere, but together we can go everywhere doesn't come from, I mean, it doesn't fall off the sky like this, right? So I felt right in the beginning, after 2 or 3 months, how overwhelmed I was by the way how people can show you appreciation and love when you're willing to give everything you have. Okay. And in the beginning, I struggled with it because I didn't know how to even get all this emotion. I wasn't, I mean, I was Ice Cube, you know? Ice Cube, Sandro, Ice Cube. But the fact that this ice cube was melting, I felt like this need of being with the people. Because even though I can say about myself that I'm very confident, I know what I can, I know that I will make it, I felt even stronger while being with them. So I imagined how much more it comes from a person who doesn't have this confidence, who doesn't have the skill set, who doesn't know and doesn't have a vision. Because as you said, if you sit with someone random, vision, what is it? I barely know what I will eat tonight, what kind of, you know, so we had to help these people to develop a vision. But until you don't have your vision, come with us, because we have a vision. And this is where the moon comes into the game. A moon can be everything and nothing. We give a special meaning to the moon. And this is the place where we all are going. But on the way there, every single person develops its own vision, its own moon. But you know what's the most powerful thing? That it doesn't matter where these 89,000 people are right now. It's a fact that when they see the moon, they stop, they look at the moon, they take a video, they take a picture, they put it on social media probably, but they start seeing something. And this is so powerful, visualizing, you know, people talk about manifestation, okay, it's also some kind of method, but visualizing and imagining something gives you the power. And the fact that it's not just one person going there, but an army, it's different. Because it's us, you know, it's not one thing. And the strength is our community.
100%.
It's, I tell you, I proudly say, and everybody should know this, today we are the most powerful and the most professional network marketing community in the world.
The posture and confidence when you say that, though.
And it's not even maybe, it's not it's a fact.
Yeah, certainty.
It's a certain, the numbers, I'm a numbers guy, the numbers show it. The sales that we are doing each month shows it. The confidence that the people have when they say that they belong to this community, it's a fact. It shows it. So we have so many things that prove that when people are together, when they can say we are part of something, even if it's not theirs, it's like they fly. You know, it feels like this.
It's funny because the word community is two words. It's communication and unity. And when people become unified around the same message, that's what creates a community. And that's what most people miss. They go, right, they're communicating one message, but there's so many different messages coming that there's no unity. So when everyone's doing the same thing, they're going towards the same thing, you create a powerful message. It's also, I love that the moon is the anchor. Because it's consistent, it's always there. You can always see it, no matter what, no matter where, no matter who you are. You will always see the moon, and you know the moon and the power of the moon. You know, if you look at the network marketing analogies as well, like the tide, the waves come in, it's created from the moon, right? It comes in, it goes out, it comes in, it goes out, it comes in, it goes out. It just keeps going. There's so much consistency, certainty. Personally, I love it, and I've always loved it. So a lot of people have bought into the vision. A lot of people follow the mission that comes around with it. But now you're nearly 3 years in, and some of the guys have been with you for 2.5, 2 years or so. They're now starting to get their own versions of the vision. But some reason, you maybe know, maybe you don't, I think you do, they haven't gone and done their own thing. They've stayed with the one team, because I'll tell you guys, to have 89,000 and not have dilution, not have distraction, not have, hey, we're going to do our own thing here and this, and we want to set, is very, very rare. Coming back to why you say your community is the most powerful, right? Do you believe that it's the vision that's allowing that to be the case? Do you feel that it's, you bring your leaders are very close to you, have a very good relationship with your leaders as well?
Yes.
Because for someone who's very introverted, someone who said, you told me on the phone, like you're a black box, right? You're or the ice cube, right? Like you're like the ice cube. So like, how have you been able to keep it all together? Because again, it's a unicorn. It's rare, but you're not a unicorn. Like you are in a way, but you go about things so methodically, and everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. Like, what is it that's allowed you to keep the ship, the rocket ship, let's say, together?
Of course, there is always someone that needs to come up with an idea, right? But the fact that I started 2.5 years ago, nearly 3 years ago, with 5 people, okay? It makes it just a we thing, not an I thing. There is always a captain, you know, with love, they call me captain sometimes, that needs to guide this spaceship through the space until we reach the moon. But you know, it's funny because if the moon is the vision, then the spaceship is the mission. Right? Building this spaceship is the mission, and we know in network marketing the so-called duplication, right? In the beginning, where we were still like small, we said, okay, we will fit all in this huge spaceship. Come, there is space for everyone. But now we realize it's not possible anymore. That's right. So every big leader is starting to build its own spaceship. But the direction how we are heading to the moon stays the same, and we are just going one next to the other, all in the same direction. So it feels good. We stand for the same values. We celebrate also our successes. I would lie if I tell you it's always love, and because where you have leaders, these are like alpha animals, there is always some struggle, some fight, but the fact that the goal number one is protecting the community and holding the community together, this puts the purpose on a higher level. So it's not about us anymore. Of course, we will have many big moments for all of us, but it's about the group. Okay, and this makes it so so obvious for everyone. They don't even feel the need to make their own thing. And I think as a leader of such a group, it's important that at some point, of course, your face, you cannot hide your face. You will always be, you see, I mean, I'm getting interviewed by you. Like my leaders are also getting interviewed by you. It's not, you just need to make a step back and give the show also to the others.
Right.
You know the theory of the infinite game, right?
Absolutely.
So we are here, but we are like for a temporary time frame. It's not, if you are a finite player that is used to win, you cannot play an infinite game when you are a finite player. Simon Sinek.
I love him.
So it's clear that as a leader, you need to understand that your time is temporary and you have one goal: to give all you have, all your skills, all your experience, all your mentorship to the next generation. And in life, it's exactly the same. So it's, for me, it's very clear why we are still very united. And because we have like a bigger project. A bigger project where everybody can participate.
And it's amazing because everyone in network marketing is promoting their opportunity. They're promoting their products, they're promoting their opportunity, but everyone misses out that the most valuable thing, if you ask most people who've been involved in the industry, they started for the money, but they stayed for the person they became and the people that they met. And the community is around that. But people don't promote that. But you guys are. you guys are promoting the community is gathering in Paris and we're having a celebration and not necessarily come to our event. It's like we're having a gathering. We're meeting together. We're breaking bread. We're drinking wine. Whatever we're doing, and I absolutely love it. So for the people who are, as we wrap this up, and I could interview you for hours and hours and hours, but as you said, you're stepping out, going through the exit door, and you're allowing the team to replace you. You're not a captain of the team who's going to be upset when you come off the pitch. You're happy that you're going to pass that armband on to someone else, and I love that about you. What would you say to the guys for them to maybe get started with their community, the vision of the community? What was there an exercise? Was there a thought process? Was there a journaling? Because I know you like your pens. I'm trying my best to get into the pen game. I'm starting with this, right? I'm not got
it's
to
a
the
good
ink.
start, believe me.
Yeah, I've not gone into the ink game. This is an amazing gift, by the way, that I got. So, what would you recommend to the guys tuning in?
As I said, the idea needs to come from one person.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, if we would turn back time, sit back on a table and try to find a vision, the ultimate symbol that fits everyone, I think we would still be on this table trying, it's better than this.
Too many chefs spoil the soup.
That means that one needs to take a decision and say, this is going to be, of course, it should be the leader of this organization.
Yeah.
And if he's truly and really the leader, the others gonna just be fine with it and go with it.
Yeah.
But the fact if they are identified with it over the time, it's not the moon. Who cares? Who cares about the moon? I could say it's the lamp. It doesn't matter.
To the lamp.
Okay, maybe it's not so appealing like the moon. But the fact that this moon means the fact that we love each other, the fact that we stand for the same values, that we want to become better, and above all, help others to do the same, this is the ultimate thing. And this you cannot prove with brainstorming. It's time. You need time to prove this.
One of my favorite tunes, Hans Zimmer, Time. One of the best. One of the best of the best of the best. Mate, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. This has been amazing. Guys, if you got value from this, here's what I want you to do. Number one, take a screenshot of what you see. Go back and rewind and find a good caption of this. Take a screenshot, post it onto your Instagram stories. Go and tag myself at Fraser Brooks Online. And then I think from memory, it's at S7NDRO. Right?
Yeah, perfect.
Go on. So at Sandro, but instead of the A, you put the number 7, lucky number 7. Go tag Sandro, but go and show some love and appreciation for Sandro because he's shown a way that's possible for you. You might look at 89,000 and go, if I could just have 8.9, if you could have 9 people in my team, I would be very, very happy. It's where you got to start, right? You started with 0, right? 0 customers, 0. He's just proof that the big numbers in network marketing can come true. So go and do that. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. All right, big love.